This is Evan Petzold for the Detroit Tigers' 5-2 win over the Milwaukee Brewers on Wednesday, April 22nd, in the second of 3 games in this series at Comerica Park. With the win, the Tigers have improved to a 13-12 record through 25 games in the 2026 season. Let's start with the big news. Spencer Torkelson finally hit his first home run, and it could not have come at a bigger time, both for him and for the Tigers. He got a sinker from right-hander Chad Patrick that ran directly into his bat path, and he did not miss it. He crushed the ball for a 2-run home run. That gave the Tigers a 2-1 lead in the 4th inning. Spencer Torkelson, he is hitting .189 with a .603 OPS in 24 games, but he finally got that first home run out of the way. Hopefully that's going to get him going, because if the Tigers are going to be at their best this season, they are going to need the guy who hit 31 home runs in 2 of his first 4 big league seasons, not the guy who got demoted to Triple-A Toledo twice in his first 3 big league seasons. Spencer Torkelson is key for the Tigers, and he finally has his first home run. But my biggest takeaway from this game is that the Tigers bounced back from what was an embarrassing loss in Tuesday's game. There is no other way to put it. The Brewers outplayed them in Tuesday's game. The Tigers didn't play clean. The Tigers didn't play fast enough. It looked like the big league Brewers against the minor league Tigers. And to the Tigers' credit, they made the adjustment. They showed up ready to play in Wednesday's game. This time, the Tigers looked like the better team, and once again, the better team won. I'm not surprised that the Tigers bounced back. This is what they've done for the past few years. It's part of their culture. It's part of their DNA. But I'm certainly impressed by it, and it made a difference in this game. Here's what manager AJ Hinch said about that.
I don't know why anybody would be surprised that we can bounce back from a mess. I mean, we have. This is sort of in our DNA, and we continue to do it. And so I know my team is going to come back and show up and play the games. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. We're going to do it again next series. And we're going to have a bad game at some point between now and the end of the year. And we're going to bounce back from that one too. So I don't have any doubt of these guys. It doesn't mean we're perfect. I get it. We're not. We shouldn't be expected to be perfect as baseball. So we are expected to show up every day ready to win. And that's been proven by this group.
Other big takeaways, Casey Mize went 6 innings of 1-run ball. He has been lights out in his past 3 starts, allowing just 2 runs over 18 2/3 innings. That's good for a 0.98 ERA. He talked about feeling like his body is finally moving the way that it's supposed to, where he's able to command his pitches. And more often than not, he's had 3 pitches as opposed to just being a 1-pitch pitcher or a 2-pitch pitcher. Casey Mize right now, especially over these past 3 starts, has been a 3-pitch guy. The fastball, the slider, the splitter. He's starting to really put it all together, and it's been great to watch over these past 3 starts. But it's moving down the mound. That's really been the biggest difference, the way his body's moving. That's the difference between what happened in the first 2 starts and what happened in these past 3 starts. And then Kevin McGonigle, he had the at-bat of the game. He won a 10-pitch battle in the 5th inning, hits an RBI double off the right field wall. That gives the Tigers a 3-1 lead. Shout out to Javier Baez. He was running a lot during that sequence where Kevin McGonigle's following off 5 pitches before finally running into one, and then Javi scores all the way from first base. So a lot of running there on that play for Javier Baez. Jake Rogers gave him the towel in the dugout, and by that I mean he was waving the towel trying to cool him off. That was a lot of fun. But Kevin McGonigle hitting .322 in 24 games. He's showing no signs of slowing down. Before the game, the Tigers had a roster move. The Tigers optioned left-handed reliever and Manuel DeJesus. He imploded in Tuesday's embarrassing loss. They sent him to Triple-A Toledo, and they called up right-handed reliever Burch Smith, so it was a reliever for reliever swap in the bullpen. Here's what to know about Burch Smith. He's 36 years old. He has a 5.79 ERA in his 6-year MLB career, playing with 7 different teams. But in Triple-A Toledo this season, it's a 1.80 ERA, 0 walks, 16 strikeouts across 10 innings in 8 games. His fastball averaging 94 miles an hour with a whiff rate that's nearly 35%. So it is a foundational fastball because it misses bats and it sits 94, but it runs up to 97. and he is going to need that fastball if he wants to have real success in the big leagues for the first time in his career. Burch Smith to the Tigers. Here's what A.J. Hinch said about that roster move.
We don't take these decisions lightly. I mean, when you change the configuration of the bullpen, it can change a lot of different things, usage being the biggest thing. We decided to go down to 2 lefties, and obviously we had a couple of different guys that were doing pretty well in Triple-A. Burch being one of them. I think Ricky's throwing the ball very well. Hanafy's throwing the ball very well. And getting the additional righty is probably good for the upcoming series. I mean, with De Jesus being down for the next couple of days, the reason we did it today was just availability and not having a guy in the pen who's not going to pitch. So that signaled today being an important day to have a healthy and available arm ready to go. So Burch has been, arguably one of the tougher pitching decisions at the end of the spring with how well he threw the ball. He's got some weapons for lefties. He really did a nice job coming in and stating his case to make our opening day roster. So this was probable at some point, just given how well he threw the ball in camp and how well he threw the ball in early April in Triple-A. So De Jesus will go down and continue that role, kind of the hybrid role between the stretching out and shortening up a little bit. That's his best chance to come back and help us.
Both teams have won 1 game in this 3-game series, so the rubber match set for Thursday with left-hander Tarik Skubal, the reigning 2-time Cy Young winner, on the mound for the Tigers.